who were angry.
But this is very delicate stuff, isn't it? We are talking about children. I mean, most of them here between 14 and now 18, but when they were with the Tigers, they were from 12, 13 through to 16, 17. These are kids, and you are having to tread in very sensitive areas of their psyche, of their very being.
That approach, sir, I think was just love. The first, when I got to meet them for the first time, I remember just telling them that we love them. And it came without any reservation from my whole team. And they couldn't quite really grapple with that. And when we told them, we're here because we care. And down the line, one day they asked me, how much are you paid for this? And when we told them that we get paid nothing, there was a moment there of care really reaching over and healing.
But is it also important to get them to talk, at least to a certain extent, about the past and about what they have done and what they were forced to do?
That did not come very easy, especially from the girls, because I think from the stories that we have exchanged, mainly through drama, we act out real stories. And through this acting, you always find that the girls are the ones, in my opinion, who have actually been the more forced into, or the most traumatized, for a better word, by everything that has happened. And to have their hair cut and to have them brought in, that's the one story they all tell us, how their hair was cut off. And when we tried to groom them, and the Brigadier recommended it, and I brought this very high-flown saloon from Colombo, they wouldn't let us touch their heads. They just put their hands like this. And then a girl raised out and showed me the cut she had around her neck, because, you know, they had been sliced off with a knife.
It's hard sometimes to remember. As I look around the college campus now, and over there I can see girls playing volleyball, and on the other side of the field the boys are playing cricket. It is hard to remember that these children were fighters up to a year ago.
And serious fighting, sir. There was a time when we wanted to do a game and this boy said, I can't because I have bullets in my stomach. The other girl who said, I am reading but I can't see because the vibrations have shattered her visuals. She doesn't look like she's blind, but she has big issues and kind of a degenerating eyesight. It's among quite a few of them.
But for these children, what do you believe they will do when they do go home back to the Tamil north of this country?
It's a question, sir, that is truly one of concern at this point. There is a plan, I know, out in print, but they themselves are not sure of how society is going to get them back. They have told me that they feel that the unconditional love they have got here and the acceptance may not be the same back in their villages, among their own, because of certain backgrounds and
some
issues.
will resent them because some resent what the Tigers did to their communities.
Yes, and they are aware of that, sir, which is why a few of them have actually asked, can they stay back?
I just wonder, when you look in their faces, do you believe any of these children could go back to war, to hate, to conflict?
I mean, I've spoken to every one of them, and they all say that they don't want it. They want to work for it. They feel, I think, empowered enough to be able to stand and say, no, if we can bring up the economy and bring up a situation where they don't have the need to
Well, to feel that anger, and to feel that their life is not fair.
We will. I am committed to not letting that happen, and I think the team that has been involved in this project is committed to that. So they know that we have a lifeline to each one of them, and I mean to do that. I really mean. I'm coming back for that.
Bernadine Anderson, thank you very much indeed for being on HardTalk. Thank you.
Very unexpected, but wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Punch! 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 Right! Right! Right!
The aim here, with an emphasis on sport and fitness as well as education, is to make these former child fighters into the finest young people of their generation.
Punch! 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 That's right! That's right!
To give them the discipline and self-confidence to lead the recovery effort when they go back to their war-torn villages.
Left! Left! Left!
It's an investment in the future which is costing the Sri Lankan government tens of millions of dollars. But the hunger of these young people, not just for a decent education, but for a better future when they return home, won't be easy to satisfy. There is no doubting the warmth and the commitment of the staff here, and there's no doubt that the young people here are responding. But there's no getting away from one simple fact. This rehabilitation program is overseen by the Sri Lankan military, the victors in a brutal war, and that raises serious questions. Brigadier Sudantha Ranasinghe, welcome to HardTalk.
Thank you.
You are responsible for this rehabilitation program here in the Hindu College. The young people who are here, do you see them first and foremost as children or as ex-fighters?
From the day they join me, they are children. And I have banned anyone calling them ex-fighters or child combatants or child soldiers or not even rehabilitees.
You banned it?
I banned anyone calling them because they are children, they are victims. And I consider them the children. They are going through the formal education and they have their life. They started their life here because they never had life back there before they joined us.
It strikes me as problematic that children who've been brought from a war zone and who have been told for so long that the Sri Lankan military is the enemy now find that the school they are being rehabilitated in is, in essence, run, at least this part of it, by the Sri Lankan military.
So really, it's only the head who is controlling this, who is coordinating this is military, but the people who are, the actors who are really physically getting involved with these people are teachers and who are employed here. They are school teachers, the lady warden and the male warden, both are school teachers. And they are the teachers who are doing it, and the main responsible officer here is a volunteer officer who is really not 100% military. He has his civil street job and he's a volunteer man.
I don't doubt their commitment, but I do think it's strange, for example, that during the course of today, going around the school, I have seen uniformed military personnel. At one point there were a few soldiers at that end of the school. I just wonder if that is appropriate given the circumstances in which these children have come to this school.
Yeah, there is a security element here because these children were picked up from up north. They are brought to Colombo and their security is very important and I am responsible for their security as long as they are with me. Of course, for security reasons, we have military people around.